Apple production begins long before fruit appears on the branches. It starts with understanding the complete life cycle of the apple tree, a plant that depends on time, cold, dormancy, and proper management to produce in a balanced and consistent way over many years. Growing apples is not a fast process, but it is one of the most stable fruit systems when managed correctly. The apple tree is a temperate climate plant that needs a period of cold to reorganize its metabolism. During this time, the tree enters dormancy, completely slows its growth, and redirects energy to internal processes that are not visible. This rest period is not optional. It is essential for uniform bud break, strong flowering, and predictable fruiting in the following cycle. When the cold requirement is fulfilled, the apple tree gradually wakes up. Buds begin to swell, branches resume activity, and the tree starts using the energy reserve stored during the previous season. This phase defines much of the success of the harvest. An uneven exit from dormancy results in irregular flowering, uneven fruit development, and reduced productivity. For this reason, apple cultivation adapts best to regions with well-defined seasons, where winter interrupts growth and spring signals a new beginning. It is not a plant that responds well to constant heat or the absence of seasonal variation. The natural rhythm of the apple tree must be respected. Soil preparation is the invisible foundation of all production. Before the tree is planted, the soil must be deep, well-drained, and biologically active. Apple trees do not tolerate constant waterlogging, as their roots require oxygen to function properly. Compacted soil restricts root growth and compromises the entire life of the tree. Soil correction begins with observation. Texture, drainage, and organic matter content are more important than excessive fertilization. A balanced soil supports an apple tree for decades. The addition of well-decomposed organic matter improves water retention, stimulates microbial life, and creates a stable environment for the deep root system that apple trees develop over time. Planting the young tree requires careful attention to depth. The root collar should never be buried. Planting too deep slowly suffocates the tree, while planting too shallow exposes the roots to drying. The tree must be firmly positioned, well supported, and protected from strong winds during the first months. After planting, early growth is slow. The apple tree does not rush. In the first years, the priority is not fruit production but structure. A strong trunk, well-distributed branches, and a deep root system are far more important than any early harvest. Forcing early production weakens the tree and shortens its productive lifespan. Pruning is one of the most important practices in apple cultivation. It guides the tree's growth, controls height, improves light penetration, and defines where fruit will form. An unpruned apple tree tends to grow in a disorganized way, producing many unproductive branches and small fruits. In addition to structural pruning, insect and disease management is part of the annual routine. Constant observation is more effective than aggressive intervention. Balanced trees are naturally more resistant to pests. Diversity around the orchard helps maintain beneficial organisms and reduces severe infestations. There are many types of apples cultivated, and in this location production is marked by a wide diversity of varieties. Among the most widely grown apples are Gala, Fuji, Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, and Honeycrisp, which stand out for fresh consumption, balanced flavor, and strong market acceptance. Varieties such as Macintosh, Cortland, Jonathan, Empire, and Jonagold are also common and valued for their aroma, texture, and versatility. In addition to these, there are apples traditionally used for processing and cooking, such as Rome, Stamen, Winesap, and Braeburn, which hold their structure when heated and have more pronounced acidity. Some varieties are chosen primarily for their long storage capacity, maintaining quality for months after harvest and ensuring year-round availability. The differences between these varieties go far beyond flavor. They include climate adaptation, disease resistance, chilling requirements, harvest timing, and post-harvest behavior. Choosing the right variety is just as important as planting correctly. Within this diversity are the so-called cold-hardy varieties. These apple trees are capable of withstanding long winters and very low temperatures without structural damage. They enter deep dormancy, flower later, and reduce the risk of losses from late frosts. These varieties are essential for regions with harsh and unpredictable winters. Their genetics allow the tree to survive, recover, and produce even after extended periods of extreme cold. Many of them also have stronger wood and greater longevity. Throughout the year, The apple tree goes through well-defined phases. After flowering comes initial fruit set, followed by fruit growth. During this stage, balance is critical. Excess fruit weakens the tree and reduces fruit size and quality. When necessary, thinning helps redirect energy to fewer but healthier and better-formed fruits. This practice also contributes to more consistent production from year to year. As the warm season progresses, fruits accumulate sugars and develop color and texture. Irrigation, when used, must be balanced. Too much water dilutes flavor and encourages disease. Too little water interrupts growth and compromises final quality. The time required to reach commercial production varies. In general, apple trees begin producing consistently after several years. This waiting period is compensated by the tree's longevity, as a well-managed apple tree can produce for decades. Harvest is the result of the entire process. The correct harvest time is not determined by color alone, but by firmness, aroma, and how easily the fruit separates from the branch. Harvesting too early reduces flavor, while harvesting too late compromises storage. After harvest, the cycle does not end. The apple tree remains active, storing energy for the following year. Post-harvest management directly influences the next season. A well-cared-for tree closes the cycle strong and prepared to begin again. Growing apples is an exercise in patience, observation, and respect for natural timing. When the system is well understood, production becomes consistent rather than unpredictable. The apple tree responds to continuous care, rewarding those who understand that good fruit is the result of decisions made long before harvest.